2004 Honda Odyssey, 3.5 liter V6. This is my first time ever working really on a Honda. I'm more of an American-made car guy, but I am tempted to do fuel injectors. The fuel injectors sit underneath here. I've been having an issue with the number 5 that sit back there, so I just bought a whole 6 set. I'm just going to quickly show you. Yes, you have to take all of this off. Is it an easier way? Let me know in the comments. But I took all this off, all of the air duct, all the tubings, connections, all in the back. Just got to knock off these several bolts that's inside. Stay tuned. Yes, I was able to take off the intake fairly easy. If you have like a power wrench, it will be a lot easier taking these off. The one I have is probably rated about 80 foot-pounds of like breakaway. It was pretty easy to take this off. I will say you would have to buy these gaskets. I'm on my way to go buy some, but if it's in good shape, I guess keep it. If not, you will have to replace it. And yeah, this is my first time attempting to swap out all of these fuel injectors. All right, stay tuned. By the way, these are 12 millimeter sockets, bolts. Yeah, don't mind my botched attempt to seal up the portholes. You want to make sure no debris gets down there. It's 4 8mm bolts that keeps the fuel rail on. Of course, you want to loosen up all the tabs, twist the fuel injector a little bit back and forth, just to make it easy on the taking out process. And I took the back one out first. Get the ones that are harder. You should use your finger as a guide unless you have a magnetized 8mm tip. Mine is magnetized, so the bolts came out pretty easy. But just keep a magnet extender handy. To make much easier, it's a lower, I guess. The big part is like the top intake, and I guess it's like a lower intake plenum to make it easier to take these off. So you want to remove that. Of course, that's why the gasket costs so much, because it's like a million pieces to that gasket. But yeah, to make it easier to take these rails off, remove that lower plenum part. Of course, cover it up so no debris gets into there, a rag or some painter's tape. And just comparing the fuel injectors, they match up identical. I do know that the 2005 and newer have a different setup. So I guess this is from like 2000 to 2004, whatever. Let's just say pre-2004. This should be a setup here. I know on the newer ones, they have like retaining clips and a little bit fatter. So just be careful when you buy. Just make sure, they match up. When installing your new ones, you will have some new O-rings. I made the mistake in forgetting that I had some in there, and I tried to put it down. It wouldn't work. So make sure you take out the new one, and if you can clean out that area, clean up a little bit, you'll be great. Just take out the old O-rings and put had the new ones in. And this is the installation process. So once you do the fuel injector rails, tighten them back up to 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back on the rails. You put the lower intake plenum, and this is the top part. Of course, you have your bolts all right here. You got to get the sequence to tighten this all down, and of course I got the cover for that. But it's pretty much done, wrapped up, and once I button everything back up, like you'll basically see everything is self-explanatory, all the holes, all the connectors. Once you take them off, everything off the intake, I just let the throttle body just kind of hang here. It's not really causing the issue, but you will have to do a pull out the fuel pump relay. I'm gonna show y'all where that's at before you even attempt to do this. Fuel pressure regulator.